Signs you are bottling up your emotions. Keeping our emotions close to our chest can often feel safer, but it isn't always the healthiest way to move through life. We need to understand just how intrinsically our bodies and minds are connected. Bottling up your emotions means suppressing your innermost feelings. It is when you avoid venting out what you really feel. When we hold negative emotions like anger and anxiety, we tend to disrupt the normal balance of cortisol, the stress hormone. The dangers of bottling up our emotions. Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you're notified every time we upload a video. Over the long term, bottling up emotions can even backfire in unexpected ways related to our mental and physical health. If we pretend something didn't bother us, it breeds within until we finally explode at the smallest of things. Here are 8 signs that you may be bottling up your emotions. If you recognize them, it's time to sit down and deal with what you're really feeling. So make sure to watch until the end. Number 8. You feel worried and anxious all the time. If you choose not to deal with your feelings, these bottled up emotions start to creep out of nowhere, making you feel worried and anxious all the time. No matter how you keep this secret, the feelings creep up and you feel worried and anxious all the time. Number 7. You often explode over little things. It doesn't take much to set you off. A cup of coffee spilled, a train that runs late, an item that was forgotten. It feels like you're exploding over every little thing. Maybe it's because that tiny thing is enough to push you over the edge. Number 6. You avoid confrontation. Confrontation is painful. It can be further exasperated by mental health issues, as it's a sure road into social anxiety flare-ups, fear of abandonment, or feeling misunderstood. Confrontation shouldn't be such a scary thing. Individuals should welcome feedback as a possibility of growth, and individuals should offer it in a manner that doesn't feel attacking. Number 5. You overreact to everything. Because of all the repressed emotions, you find it hard to deal with stress and start overreacting to everything. For instance, you're having a meeting at work, and what's supposed to be a brainstorming session feels like a personal attack on you because you're overreacting. Number 4. You find it hard to express your emotions. If you're used to bottling up your emotions for a long time, you may find it hard to express what you truly feel. This is not good for your mental health. Expressing emotions may feel odd to you that you don't consider it an option anymore, which can be quite common in men. Expressing what you feel is a great form of relief. Number 3. You resort to unhealthy coping mechanisms. Some people tend to resort to unhealthy coping mechanisms when they have too many emotions to mask. Other people drink all night to forget their problems. And then there are those who resort to substance abuse to have that euphoric feeling and avoid getting frustrated. Others express their negative emotions in an unhealthy way by lashing out at their loved ones. Number 2. You use a lot of distractions. This can be a tricky one to spot nowadays, given the extent to which social media and Netflix have infiltrated our daily lives. part of bottling up your emotions is avoiding them. You don't want to discuss something, so you open Instagram to distract yourself. Individuals who smoke or drink heavily often carry more stress or repressed emotions, so they use the substance as a band-aid for the issue. Number 1. You end up feeling lonely. When you bottle up your emotions, you tend to cut yourself off from others, thus disconnecting from your friends. So, if you have been a good listener to your friends when they are venting out, perhaps it's time to swap places, talk openly about what's happening with you. How to stop bottling up your emotions. Number 1. Being true to ourselves and our feelings. We lie the most throughout to ourselves. Not only do we avoid feeling and facing the emotions which scare us or aren't so pleasant, but also we tend to push them and avoid confronting them. Addressing emotions, thoughts, and feelings will help us process and understand situations better. Number 2. Talk to someone. The best way to vent out bottled up emotions is to talk to someone. Are you having marriage problems? Talk to your partner. Are you having conflicts at work? Have a professional talk with a colleague, or just call your friend and talk about what you feel. Sharing our emotions with our close ones tightens our bond with more warmth and honesty. Expressing our feelings and thoughts lets our near and dear ones know about our current and overall life situation. Number 3. Practicing mindfulness. Developing the ability to be present at every moment and taking life as it is can help. Practicing mindfulness helps us develop a positive outlook toward life and opt for healthier coping mechanisms to regulate our emotions better. In addition, after exercise, your body produces happy hormones called endorphins. This makes you feel better. Number 4. Seeking help. Bottled up emotions are hard to process. Talking to a therapist guides us towards learning improved methods of emotional expression. It allows us to have our very own personal and safe space, which provides us with comfort while we get in touch with our innermost feelings. That's all for today. What do you think? Did you learn something here? Please do share your opinion in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on future content, and thanks for watching.